Morning, everybody. Welcome to Fab Friday. So amazing to see you here. Jump on and join me. I have just got back from the airport, dropping my daughter off for an amazing time with her cousins. So I'm going to dive into some work today, and then Matt and I are going to have some couple time. Yay. Comment below. Let us know what you're up to today. What are you doing? Are you working? Are you chilling? What is going on? So today I'm going to dive into a topic that I love so much because, as you probably know, Go2Girl, my business, started off all about networking. And so today I'm going to talk about how to network in the new economy or the new way to network. I also, by the way, I'm going to be doing a live workshop on this coming up in a couple of weeks, a webinar on this, by the way, so you can join in on that. But today I'm going to cover 3 crucial things that you definitely want to be doing to network in this new economy. Oh my gosh, pets just love Facebook Live, don't they? So go ahead and comment. Let me know what you're up to this week, whether you're watching live or you're watching later. Let us know what you're doing. So let's talk about networking in the new economy. One of the things I've noticed, the shift that I've seen now that the whole COVID situation is going on, people are doing more stuff online. People are doing less stuff in person. Although now we can do more, they're still doing less, and they're still doing it with a little bit more apprehension. But what I've also noticed is that instead of the way that we used to do things in terms of even networking, let's talk about online networking. The way that we used to do it more was like free opt-in, get them onto your email lists, really slow nurture sequence, automated emails, gently invite them to work with you maybe after a week or so. People are now being a little bit more upfront, and that's cool. And the same thing is happening when you're connecting with people online. One of the things I've noticed, I probably meet with about 2 people a week on purpose that I've connected with on LinkedIn, or maybe we're reconnecting because we used to know each other, and I'm like, hey, what are you up to right now in your business? What's going on for you? Let's jump on a Zoom, or let's jump on a FaceTime. And it's like a 20-minute thing. What I'm noticing is that generally people are getting to the point quicker, which I think is amazing. They're getting to the point. And what the point is sometimes is I'm finding people saying, so what is it that you need? How can I help you? Which I'm loving, because that is totally my language. And I'm connecting a lot with people in America, people in Canada, and possibly you could generalize and say, yeah, that's the way that culture is a little bit more straight up than maybe the casual, more Kiwi approach, possibly. But what I'm seeing is that more people are just diving in and being like, hey, what are you up to? What is going on for you? And how can I help? And I'm really loving that energy. And I'm loving that inquiry and the genuine desire to help people quicker, rather than like, oh, hey, let's meet up, let's chat, like you used to do at an in-person networking event where you used to maybe meet them and then it's just a chat. Maybe you'd give them your business card. Maybe you'd meet for coffee later. Maybe you'd meet them again at some other event in 6 months' time. Now things are a little bit more fast-tracked, which I'm loving. And people are just getting to the point more, and it's not so dragged out. And the same thing is happening when you're nurturing someone online. So like I said, it used to be free opt-in, nurture sequence, etc. You can still do that. That's totally cool. But what I'm seeing a lot more of is people doing like an actual low-end offer. So a really, really cheap $9 or $5.95 for an ebook or something like that, a super no-brainer price point that people actually pay for. So they're basically raising their hand as like a committed buyer, even though it's a small amount. If your offering is on point, then they will likely go up the customer journey and purchase something higher. And so again, it's people, that's what people do now. Maybe late at night or maybe during the day, they shop online. If you know that you want something, you buy it. You don't want to have all these obstacles in your way. Like, oh, you really like this dress? Well, hang on. Jump on our email list, become a VIP customer and get noted about upcoming things. It's like, no, I just want to buy the dress. So I'm noticing people are doing that. It's not impatience, it's intention. So people aren't being impatient, they're just being more intentional. So here's one of my tips. As somebody in business who wants to jump in and do things in this kind of new way without being pushy, without being salesy, because I know a lot of people have fear of doing that, of being seen as being pushy and salesy. No, you are helpful. We are all in the business of helping people. We are all in the business of selling either love, money, or health. Think about what you sell. Go ahead and comment. Go ahead and comment. What do you sell? Is it love? Is it money? Or is it health? And I bet you it's probably one of those or multiple. I sell all 3, so that's pretty exciting. But you'll probably sell one, if not 2, if not all of those things, if you look at it like that. And when you look at it like that, it doesn't feel salesy. It feels awesome. So let's talk about what these three things are. So I think the first thing is ask. So I'm going to talk about ask, tell, and update. Let's talk about ask. Ask people, hey, what's going on for you right now? I had someone the other day, she came into my timeline, or, I just saw in her timeline, and I was like, oh, I haven't messaged her. Like, we haven't chatted in probably well over a year. And I was like, hey, checking in, how are things going for you in life and biz? That's all I said. And she said, things are super busy. But what about you? And I was like, awesome with GoToGirl, ticking along with doTERRA. And she said, oh my gosh, do you sell diffusers? I really want to get some oils right now. Boom. And I'm like, yeah, totally. Like, here, do you like this one or that one? And we were straight into like a selling business conversation, but it came from a question of me going, hey, how are you? What's going on for you right now? And her asking me the same question, this is how I am. How are you doing? And me answering authentically, going, literally, things are going amazingly crazy with GoToGirl, with my visibility and helping women entrepreneurs. Awesome. And they are ticking along with doTERRA. That's the health side. Like, they're ticking along. And boom, and all of a sudden a brand new customer. So starting with the ask, and it's not ask, do you want oils? I didn't say, do you want oils? I was like, hey, what's going on for you? Right? And maybe jumping on a Zoom or jumping on a FaceTime, but we didn't do that. She was busy, right? I was busy. We were just messaging on Facebook. And sometimes I like to do this. Sometimes I really like to leave a voice message so they can hear my voice. They can hear the intonation, the enthusiasm. And people always say, oh my God, it's so amazing to hear your voice when I drop them a voice message. So if you're not doing that, you can connect with people, even though it's still online and you're both in your own spaces and your own places. You can bring yourself closer to that person by doing either a voice message or a FaceTime or a Zoom. I don't know about you guys. I'm on so many Zoom calls, like with coaching clients and meetings and things like that, that I appreciate being able to just message someone really quick back and forth, or a voice drop. I don't always have to jump on a Zoom call, because sometimes it's just another Zoom call. So ask how people are doing. That's number one. Number two is update. So update your stuff. Like, make sure that if they're like, oh, how are things going? And then they would go to your Facebook page, or they go to your Instagram, or they go to your about page. Make sure that it's current. Make sure that you're branding. Like, I had to update my whole website when I changed my hair color. I haven't actually done my Essential Wellness website, but I've done my Natalie Cutler Welsh website. I've done my Up Your Brave, my new website. But make sure the verbiage as well, not just the look, not just the branding, which, by the way, there's nothing that you can do to elevate your business quicker than changing your photos. So I'm a huge fan of that. Either a revamp or a refresh or a total makeover. Professional photos, or get your kids to take them, but be really intentional about your vibe and your brand and what you do and how you help people. Make sure that your languaging is accurate. I updated my about page last week on my upyourbrave.com Facebook new website, and I was using a lot of new languaging that you might not have heard me use before. I was talking about rocking the boat, and that came out of experience. So things happen in our life. We react a certain way. We start saying certain things and we go, oh my God, that's so true. That's really that is part of my message. And so I think it's always important to revisit your about page, or your about section on Facebook, or your bio on LinkedIn, and make sure it's current with your current verbiage, the words you're using, the phrases you're using. Make sure they're in there. Okay. So when I'm talking about updating, I'm talking about updating those social media platforms. Also, your email signature. So when you send an email, what is at the bottom? Do you have hyperlinks so that if people want to buy from you, they want to buy that dress or that program or that product, is it easy for them? Or do they have to go hunting and Googling? Right? Make it super easy. And that's my tip number 3, which I'll get to in a second. But update your email signature with a couple of hyperlinks that can send them maybe to a freebie opt-in, but maybe to a $9 offering or $29 offering. You can have multiple links. You can have 3 links on your email signature. Similarly, your email autoresponder, especially if you're away during the holidays, what does your email autoresponder say? And the final one is your voice message. If I was to ring you right now, would it be really clear to me how you help people in your business, what you sell, without being salesy, right? One of the things I encourage the ladies in my Amplify membership to do, actually this week, we are doing this exact task. I'm getting them to update their email, their about, their phone message with some sort of message that lets people know what they're up to. Like, hey, sorry, I can't chat right now. I'm either doing a consult with someone to help them with essential oils or helping a speaker to get their message out into the world and amplify their impact. I would love to hear from you. So drop me a message and I'll be in touch. Boom. Something like that. Like that's what I would say. But what would you say? What would you say that gives them a really quick snapshot of what you do rather than, hey, can't talk right now, leave me a message? It's like, that's fine, but it's not exciting. It doesn't tell me anything. I don't know anything more about you other than you're busy and you might ring me back. So listen to your voice message and think, does this reflect my vibe? Does this have some of the verbiage? Does it have the energy that I'm all about? And maybe it's time to update. So that's tip number 2, which is update. And tip number 3 is tell. So we did ask, we did update, and now we're doing tell. And one of my favorite phrases, tell them what to do and make it easy. So again, like I said, on the email signature, it's like, if you are ready to amplify your impact, check out my Amplify membership here, click, boom. So you guys could do something similar on your email signature. Tell them what to do and make it easy. So similarly, if you're jumping on a Zoom call with someone going, hey, let's find out about each other. What are you up to? How can I help? You're going to ask them. And then if they say to you, well, hey, what help do you need? Like, who can I connect you with? Or what kind of help do you need in your business? Tell them what to do and make it easy. You know what? I'm really keen to connect with other people in the wellness area, yoga, Pilates instructors, etc. If you know any of those, I would love it if you could CC me in a private message with them. That would be awesome. And then I also know it's from you and you can personally introduce us. Boom. I've just been really specific about what I want. And why do I want that? Because, I'm looking to attract and recruit more amazing wellness-minded people into my doTERRA business. So when someone says, how can I help you? What do you want? You want to ideally give them one clear thing, one clear call to action. It's just like if you're sending out an email or if you're doing a Facebook Live. Tell them what to do and make it easy, but don't give them 3 things to do. Give them one specific, the most important thing to do for you. And then do the same thing. If you said, hey, how can I help you? And they said, I'd love it if you could connect me with, I don't know, anyone in the parenting space. Well, go ahead and do that. By all means, take empowered action, follow through, help them out. And of course, that energy will come back around. Now, here's the 4th and super critical way to network in this new economy. And that is get other people to network for you. And that's what that whole ask is about. And as you guys know, I have my thank you club. We actually meet every Friday. We're meeting today at 1:00 on Zoom. And that's kind of come if you can. Some people just jump in once a month. But the idea, of course, is to get other people to promote you. And that's what I'm trying to get you to do as well. So another critical way to network in the new economy is to get other people to promote you, right? So that you don't have to be the only one marketing your products and programs. And so one of the ways to do that, like I said, is to jump on Zoom calls, to get to know people, to maybe have a booking link so people can, book a time to meet with you so they can find out more about your business. You can find out more about your business, their business. And then if there's alignment, you can have, you can refer people to them. And so one of the things with Thank You Club is it kind of takes away that #awkward conversation, potentially awkward conversation around, hey, if I send you a couple clients, are you happy to send me some thank you commission? And when I say that to people, even though you might think, whoa, that's pretty upfront, but I was on a call with someone last week. She's in America. She does very similar to what I do. She helps people with visibility. She helps them in the media. She helps connect them, get them as guests on podcasts. But she's very big in the American space. And most of my connections are in New Zealand magazines, New Zealand TV shows, etc. I do know a couple of podcast people in America. But I said to her, hey, listen, I love what you're doing. I'm all about visibility and helping people to shine and get their message out there. If I tell people about your program or refer some people to you, are you happy to give me some thank you commission, some affiliate commission? And she was like, yeah, totally. Right? Again, ask. I'm asking for what I want, but in a super authentic, kind of straight up sort of way. Wouldn't it be horrible if I referred people to her and then I had this grudge, chip on my shoulder because I thought, oh gosh, now she's got the clients and I don't have the clients, right? So you need to make sure when you're networking in this new economy that you're being helpful, but you're also receiving. What I do see a lot of is in the past was a lot of give. And you guys have probably heard me talk about that before. And I love giving. And I'm a gift giver. I love my love language is gift giving. I love helping people. I love connecting people, but you also want to be in business to stay in business, right? You want to make sure that you are receiving something as well. And so the new way to network, you guys, is to ask, is to update, is to tell, and to get other people to promote you as well. So it's not you doing everything. And that's really, those 4 things are really the secret to it. So I'd love to hear your questions. I'm happy to elaborate on certain areas. If you want to jump in and join me in Thank You Club, it is, by the way, $10 a month. So I made it super, super low price for people to dive in, $10 plus GST, Kiwi price. Or you can jump in for a year. I would say 50-50. 50% of the people in there are doing the monthly and 50% just dove in for the year, $99 plus just for the year. And you get connected with amazing people who also will likely promote you, whether you're in marketing or photography or makeup or parenting or wellness or whatever industry you're in. Everyone knows someone. Everyone knows someone who probably needs your service. And so just getting in front of people where the natural vibe and the expectation is, hey guys, this is what I'm promoting this week. Here's my link. Can you just tell your people? And I'm more than happy to give you TYC, which is thank you commission, if you send anyone my way. And some of the people in the group have affiliate links, they've got it all legit with the links and it's easy. And other people, it's just mention my name, that kind of thing. But what we want to do is we want to make sure you're not the only one promoting you. So go ahead and comment. Let me know what empowered action you're going to take in the next 7 days until I do my next Fab Friday around networking in this new economy. I'm super curious to hear. Maybe you're like, okay, Nat, yeah, I hear you. I'm going to go and update my about page because I probably haven't looked at it in 6 months or a year, or I'm going to change out my photo, or I'm going to add some words to my photo on LinkedIn so that people know what I'm all about, or I'm going to update my email signature, or actually I'm going to book someone in for a Zoom call because meeting 2 new people every week doesn't sound that onerous. There are networking events happening in person, which is awesome. And by the way, I don't know if I'm going to do one or not, but I might do one in November. Drop me a comment if you want me to do another Go-To Girl event, probably in Auckland, possibly in Wellington. But let me know. But basically, even when you're in person with people, you can be like, hey, you can do the same process. Ask, right? Ask, update your card, make sure your card is relevant. Ask them what they want. Hey, how can I help you? What would be really helpful in your business right now? And they might be like, oh my gosh, I would love it if you could connect me with, a graphic designer. And you go and you connect them with a graphic designer. Ask and update and tell. So I've talked to you guys about Thank You Club. Let's talk a little bit more about the update. A few weeks ago in my Amplify membership, which, by the way, if you want to amplify your impact through speaking, through presenting, but also looking at your low end offer, your high end offer, your customer journey, looking at your branding and your visibility. This is what I do. This is what I love helping people with. Jump into my Amplify membership. Last week, we did, or 2 weeks ago, we did how to introduce yourself with impact. And I shared with the ladies that there's 4 things you want to do. So you guys probably want to do this too when you go and revisit your about page or your bio on LinkedIn. And there's 4 things you want to make sure you have in there, right? You want to have your credibility piece, in my 15 years, blah, 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 right? Make sure it's relevant if you're going to mention any certifications that you have. So you want your credibility piece. You want something specific that you can help them with so that those that are your ideal clients or customers can self-identify. They can be like, oh yeah, that's me, right? Credibility piece, something you can help them with, something intriguing, right? That's the eyebrow test. What's cool about you? Something intriguing that's a little bit different, that sets you apart from other people. It might be, that you, something that's cool about you is that, you used to be a bodybuilder, or before you became an accountant, you used to, be a champion chess player or whatever, something that's not specifically related to your business, but it's different and it's cool. Trust me. So that's something intriguing. And the final thing is your why or your wider intention. Your why or your wider intention. Because if people know your mission, my mission, as you probably hopefully know by now, is to massively raise the state of resilience, health, and happiness in New Zealand and on a global scale. And that's why I do my Fab Fridays and my Up Your Brave live stream and things like that. And that's why I help speakers. Not because I just want to help people to shine. I totally do. I want to change the world. I am here to rock the boat. Not everyone's here to rock the boat, but I want to help people who are ready to get their message out and to get their mission happening and to rock their own boat. That's what I do. So make sure that you let people know what you do. What is your why or your wider intention? Because that will draw them towards you, or maybe it'll push them away. But if it pushes them away, that's fine, because they're not your people. So those are the 4 things you want to make sure you include when you go and update your about. Awesome. Great, you guys. It's been amazing to connect with you. I have got my Thank You Club Zoom call later today. If you want to join, I'm going to pop the link below. I'll pop the link to my Amplify membership as well. If you are ready, if you want help with that kind of stuff, let me know. Awesome. All right. Have an amazing day. Have an amazing weekend. It's incredible weather here. It's like super stunning, sunny day. So incredible. I'm going to go out there. I'm going to walk my dog. I'll see you guys later. Until then, make sure you up your brave, say what you want, and make it happen. See you guys.